Ciao Felicite, welcome to our podcast. I am Human, the series for the Festival 2024 for Walk the Talk. So, as you know, we are talking about the 4 elements during the year for the growth of the woman. So, as a woman and any other human being, we need to be nurtured and, fed and making sure that there are all the elements that helping us to get to the next level. So, the first stop during the festival is going to be actually the earth connection, which means what is the connection with yourself and how to nurture yourself in order to grow and strive. So what is for you really the seed that is helping you as a businesswoman to grow and strive?
Being a part of a community full of other people, women, men, business leaders who share a common purpose, is one thing that continues to push me to strive, to do better, to continue to gain perspective, to improve my understanding, and to continue to serve and learn different ways in which I can serve the audience or the community that Write.It targets. And in order to kind of offer the best services and kind of the best tools for as a solution to the problems that we have within writing in general, that alone pushes me to continue to study, to learn, to research, to upgrade myself and improve myself so that I remain at the forefront of the research that I do. So yes, I would say the people that I share a community with are really the reason why I continue to grow.
Interesting. When you talk, very often about connections, so I can really see the human element, the heart really within you, very passionate about this element that is part of your business. Tell me a little bit more. You mentioned that writing is your business. Tell me a little bit more about your business and how you are able to express yourself and your skill, that is your passion, that is helping you to be the human you are.
So my business is called Write.It. It focuses on helping people maximize their writing, really curating the result that they want, achieving it by understanding the human psychology and leveraging that alongside the technical components, really drilling down into these more technical components that we are kind of taught the basics of when we're at primary school, but we don't really go into the fundamental principles of what it really means. For example, to give you an example, because that might not have been so clear, understanding why an M dash, which is a type of hyphen or a dash really, why that has, what the purpose of that is versus the purpose of an N dash. So an M dash creates a really hard break in a sentence, but it's not as hard as a full stop. So it just forces you to kind of stop a little bit, pause before you continue reading. And an N dash kind of, it denotes a relationship between two words, or it creates or it demonstrates a range between numbers. So things like that we're not really taught at primary school or when we're studying, it draws down into those sorts of components. Now, Write.It brings all of these skills together to help you essentially read the reader's mind, gives you a much deeper understanding of the particular audience that you're targeting, so that every single word that you write down isn't wasted, but actually contributes to you achieving the result that you've come on here to achieve.
The way how you put together the different skills, it is enabling you to express yourself.
Yeah. So it's interesting what I teach, because along with the client, we're both learning to recognize not only how the other person thinks, but how we think. Writing really just reveals more of ourselves. More of myself is revealed as I teach, essentially, and then more of the client is revealed as they write. And so through Write.It, we're able to fundamentally connect with ourselves in a deeper, more natural, more instinctive, more powerful way, which I think is key to kind of maintaining and enriching the community and then growing that. As a side effect, that client is able to not only connect with themselves in a deeper way, but connect with their audience in a much deeper way. And in that way, they're broadening kind of their reach and strengthening the community that they end up building. So yeah, that's one of the key outcomes, I'd say.
So Write.It is the name of your business?
Yes.
So basically it's an exclamation.
Yes, essentially it's a command, do this.
Yeah, so it is not by chance that you named it Write.It, just to a command in a way say, come on, make it happen. So, and this is part of your psychology in terms how to tell me more then. What was the process behind that? So.
Behind the name. Originally, I wanted to create the company centered around my name, but it just didn't fit. It didn't gel well. And I knew I wanted it to have writing as a key aspect of the brand, so that as soon as people see Write.It, they know what it's about. They needed to be able to kind of put two and two together. We started off with Write, and then the only thing I could think of was it at the end, just because it was an imperative. It gave people focus, and well, it does give people focus. And I think it also encourages people to kind of take that leap of faith, jump, and just go and write. If that's one thing that you've really dreamed of doing, but you've never had the courage to go and do it. I think it also gives off the idea that we create a safe and open environment for you to kind of get it wrong, fall down, get up as many times as you want, and just have fun with writing. Yeah. So what we teach sounds serious, but we do it in such a way that you have so much fun kind of uncovering yourself as well as uncovering your clients throughout your journey.
Fantastic. Anyway, because of the artificial intelligence, now everybody is, majority of people using the AI to come up with writing letters or contents for any kind of reason. Even sometimes, I guess most of them, I don't say writing books because of the copyrights that, thank God, needs to be protected.
Right.
By the way, what is amazing me is that you had the courage in this period of time to do so. Yeah. So I think it's courage, first of all, but also a hope. So tell me, what is your view in regards of the artificial intelligence in terms of people that are using it as tool and maybe can lose their human scale, connection with themselves and so on. So I'll be interested to know what is your view on it.
I think it's fine to use AI as an additional tool, as a supplementary tool, but not as something to completely replace our own abilities to write. One reason for that is because computers don't have emotions. They can't think like humans. They can't really reason like humans. And so they will never really be able to connect in the way different humans are going to need. They won't be able to read the room in the way that we as humans can read the room to then adapt and adjust at the pace that we need to adapt and adjust a lot of the time. So that's the biggest thing I would say. Another thing to be really mindful of with AI is just how much support it can really give you. I think there's an underlying risk of when you depend on it so much, even though it is limited, it kind of robs you or it erodes the it doesn't necessarily erode the skills, but it kind of stops you from continually exercising your own muscles when you are writing. And so doing too much of that over time, say if that AI doesn't work for whatever particular reason, or the internet is down, and then you've got to go back to the drawing board and write something from scratch, I think it can lead to elevated levels of anxiety, stress, panic, because you feel, or it may feel as though you've forgotten how to write in the first place. Writing is like a language. You have to exercise it in order to get better. If you go long periods of time without writing, you've got to retrain that muscle again.
True.
But yeah, so I think in terms of connection, AI can't do that in the way that we can. I think it's best left to humans, really.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm inviting you to look straight into the camera and tell me what is the keyword for your year 2024, for your business, for its growth, and definitely for its nurture.
My word for the year 2024 is discover. I believe that this year we're really on a journey to self-discovery. I want clients to be able to really get in touch with their true selves, understand themselves better, understand how they think, what makes them tick, understand how they best connect to the words that they write on the page, and how they can best get their readers to connect with them. And while they're on that journey, I'm also on a journey to self-discovery, because I'm learning how best to connect with my clients in a way that brings the best out of them, or the most out of them. So yeah, evolve and self-discovery.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Felicity. It was lovely having you, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me as well.
Pleasure. Ciao. Bye-bye. Bye.